before this video begins, I want to start off by introducing you to this app called Amino. That's A-M-I-N-O. And you can check it out on your iPhone. And you can join any community that you would like. So you can feel free to explore different communities and even create your own. So I want to show you the ASMR community, which is located here. And you can do multiple things, such as check out who you're following. This is Reiki 7 Whispers, and multiple different artists. And this is the front page where people may post numerous different things. And these are the most recent. So I just want to show you that. This is how the home page looks. You can check out your notifications. You can check out chat messages and anything of that nature. So go ahead and join Amino. I'm on there as Tony Bomboni. I'll put the link to the name in the description if you forget. And thank you. So I'm going to start the video now. Hi poopsies. It's me, Tony Bomboni. Today's video, I'm going to be showing you my shaving routine. And this has been requested. Today's video, I'm going to just shave my upper lip, my chin, my cheeks, sideburns, and neck. As you can see, when I zoom in a little bit closer, I have little hairs all down through here, all up here, a little bit around here, not too much. And mostly on my sideburns and maybe a little on the cheekbones. And I'll show you my routine for taking care of that and how I do it. So anyone can do this for themselves, especially if they have sharp cheekbones like me. Sometimes it can be a little difficult to get by, but I'll show you my tips and tricks and what I do before I get ready for videos or before I go out in public anywhere. But most of the time I just like to let it grow out unless I'm doing a video, honestly, because it's quite irritating to shave every week or twice a week. So, but this is it. I'm gonna get started now. And I have a bowl of water here, which is extremely heavy and loaded with water, so I'm not going to risk lifting it up and then soaking all my equipment. And I have my mirror here, shaving foam, aftershave lotion, razor with holder, and this is just what I use for my Schick razor. This just opens up. These are Schick Hydro 3 razors that I use. After I open up like this, it holds like 4 different new razors, but I have one left because I've almost used them all up. So I just wanted to show that. And I have my towel here for the end and some paper towel laid out here and here in case I get anything wet. So now I'm going to zoom in a little closer. That didn't seem creepy at all. And show you how I do. Okay. So let's adjust the cam. I think that's a good zoom. Whew. I don't want it to be too blurry. That should be good. Yay. So this is my bare face in all its glory. And I don't have a shirt on because it's just easier and it's not that messy. So today I'm going to grab my razor. That's the first thing I'm going to do. Okay. And it's a 3-4, I think 4-blade razor. 3 or 4, something like that. I have a hard time counting when the razors are this small. Hard to see. By the way, you're in my living room, so that's what you get to see. Nothing much to it. Then I get this Heya Sensitive Cooling Shaving Gel. And I love lid sounds. this is just what I use preferably. I mean, this is just a routine kind of video, so I'm just showing you what I use on a week-to-week basis. You can use pretty much any other type of foam, any type of aftershave, any type of razor. I just use this because it's better for my face. It's sensitive, gets red, so anyway. But before I do that, I'm gonna soak part of the towel now in water and just prep my face. I like to get it wet first, and I usually do all of this over the sink in the bathroom. I don't have to do this with a towel and fool around with this, but I'm doing this because I wanted to get a nicer view of how I shave, and I couldn't do that in the bathroom as it's too small, too clumsy there, and the lighting is pretty bad. So just dip my towel in a little bit of warm water. This bowl is full of hot water. And I just wet the region and wash it off. Any residue. Any lotions I may have had on my face. I had SPF on earlier. Because I'm in Florida and you can age pretty fast if you're out in the sun a lot. It adds up day to day, so I just like to wipe all of that off. And you can't tell because this is a dark towel, but if you have a brighter towel, you can really see the residue on there and you'd be surprised. So these little pieces on the towel, I really will exfoliate your skin and get rid of all that around the areas where you'll need to shave, so that freshens it up and cools it off a bit and preps your face for a nice smooth layer in order to do the shaving. So first I get my foam and I begin. I like to get around that much, just like enough that looks like a caterpillar in the fingertips of my left hand. And I grab as much as I need and rub. Now I have this mirror here just in case. I may need to turn it slightly. There we go. Just so I can see what I'm doing. But I'll probably look ahead most of the time. And I rub all over the upper lip, chin, cheeks, neck, all the areas I said I was going to do. And I keep reapplying until I look like Santa Claus. Oh, oh, oh. I don't like when it gets over my lips. It's very uncomfortable. And I say anyone can do this because I know women shave their face too. I think it's popular in Japanese beauty. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing creepy about it. It's good to do. People who are makeup gurus shave their face for exfoliation. That is perfectly fine. I would too. And I agree. It does really set your face better before you apply your makeup. So that's a secret of mine. But I need to shave before applying makeup anyway because I'm a werewolf. My hair grows fast. And I don't like when it gets in my nose too, this foam, but there's nothing I can do. So that's that. This is how you're supposed to look. So that's all. So I'm going to end this video. No, I'm just kidding. I'm going to rinse this off now in the bowl of water. Like for Christmas. Maybe some shaving foam. Well, too bad. I can't afford 150,000 creams. Okay, so next you wet your razor. So now that the tip is wet, stop it, you dirty-minded people, I swear. I can begin. So, I'm just going to start off. Usually I start off on my top left corner. To you, it may seem like the top right because of the camera change. And I go. I don't normally swoop several times like that. I just am doing it because it makes a better sound. And for every time I wash it in this bowl, because it also makes good sound. And I do this so I can get most of it on the top near the nose. If I don't do that, I'm not going to capture all of them near the nose, so I have to go like this and elongate my lips. That's another secret if you don't know, or if you're not good at shaving. And I like to get as close to the nose as I can, but not too much because I have sliced the side of my nose a couple times, and it's very painful, and it bleeds a lot, and that's not fun. This is very relaxing even for me. And then I start in the corner and go down towards the chin. And down the neck. I like to go in order so I don't get confused. It's like mowing the lawn. And I'll do this like a frog with my tongue to get even more regions that I missed. I lit some candles to make it cozy. I was just checking on them. You want to just be mindful around the neck. Careful not to cut yourself too bad there. And for this part, because of the Adam's apple, it's very pointy and prominent right there. I want to suck it in like that so it's a flat surface. So if you can't do that, that's fine, but that's what I do just to keep myself safe. I would love to have someone do this to me. And then what I usually do after I'm done with the chin and neck is start on the cheeks in that order. So I kind of work from the inside and then go out. So. And I go high, even though I don't have hair there much. So I want to make sure I get everything because I'd hate to have like one here and then like, you know, the rest down. So it's kind of simple. Same concept. I go up to down at the start, and then I look at the sideburn and where I want to cut it off and lay an approximate measurement. Here's a tip, I usually go from the top of the cheekbone and then go down. So that gives a good sideburn line. I'll try to make it as even as possible. Of course, I don't want to look silly for another video. And then go down the side of the neck and swoop. And try to do my best around the cheekbone, but there's a trick which I'll show you now as I swoop down. If you have a sharp If you have a sharp cheekbone, then what you want to do is twist your head to the side until you have a flat surface. See how it's so sharp and prominent? And then when you move your head, it gets flat. So you do that. You look funny, but you get all the little hairs that may be there. And then I do the same on the other side. Work high and low. And I've had acne so bad around my cheeks, but I swear shaving must have saved it because of all that exfoliation. And again, I set work from the cheekbone and then make sure they're even on both sides. This one's a little off, so I'm working on it more. And then swoop down. And then back to the side of the neck. And try my best to get what I can for now. I even get the back a little sometimes, like here, where there's a little muff, it's called in our language, but I don't know what, in Macedonian, but I don't know what it's called here. Fuzz, I guess. And then again, you want to flatten the side. Oh, that was too much. You can see that triple chin right there. Just a little flatten. And it feels awkward, but you really get all the hairs when you do this. Okay, so you don't have to go back and mess up and embarrass yourself. So now that that's done, make sure I get everything that I could possibly. Okay. And then I lay this here. I wipe up. Just dry. And it's going to feel very dry and terrible, but I promise you, it's for good purpose. So I get a little bit less shaving cream. Something like that, like a baby caterpillar amount. And I rub over again. This is maybe too much. Okay. Just enough. Rinse my hand. And this time I work down to up to really get all the hairs and make my face smooth as a baby. So I start again on the upper left lip and work up. And this may hurt more or may cut you more. It really gets rid of that grayness. Make sure you have nothing left. I have to look in the mirror. For this one, because I don't want to mess up. Otherwise, it's on you. Just kidding. I would never blame you for my mistake. I would just ask you to donate $1 to PayPal. For every cut I make, donate $1. Well, that's $11 so far. This isn't easy, and I don't normally do it this way, but it makes the most sound. And it's okay if you get cut several times, don't be alarmed. You can always get some alcohol over it. I don't because of that aftershave. It has a good content of it. And it really does dry more than moisturize. Which is why I like it, because I can always overlay my own moisturizer. I'd rather be safe and sanitary than moisturized. So that's why I prefer this one. I've heard some bad things about it, but I don't really mind. And then I just tense up. And get what I can. Okay. I find the sides of the chin to be the hardest, so you really have to angle your razor real well. Making sure my microphone is still on can be a bit tricky. And again, as you're doing this, you make sure you don't catch some of the sideburn, I mean, so they're still even out. And that's basically it. You should be smooth. Okay. Now I will soak the other half of this towel in water, and I will wipe. Okay, I soaked it, and I will wipe. Get in the nose, because who wants shaving foam in their nose? I don't know who. The ears, in the back of the ears, and the back of the head. Don't forget that area. Crevices on the side of the nose. And this will do some extra last minute exfoliation, especially if your skin is very flaky. And so you can let that air dry a bit. I like to also keep in mind that this can happen. The foam gets out of the container, so make sure you clean that as well. Due to a temperature change, the foam can really get out of hand. And dry the razor. I heard on Dr. Oz that razors last a year as long as you dry them after each use, because you can make them rusty real fast if you don't dry them. So hook that on there, and then I finally get my aftershave balm after all that is said and done. And look how smooth I look and younger. I find that facial hair makes me look a lot older, which is no fun for sure. Shake this balm up. And it smells a little pleasant. It's very gentle. Hello there, handsome. Who is that in the mirror? And I like to pour it out on my fingertip. I pour this much, just enough to cover my index fingertip. Rub it between my fingers for a few seconds. And dab it all over the areas I just shaved. And then rub it in good. And this will make your skin feel soft and smooth. And it dries fast, so you want to make sure you do this fast. And I think because it dries fast in the alcohol content in it, it can never truly moisturize your face. Then you just wipe your hands, and you're all done. And this is my shaving routine. And the redness or the bleeding should diminish. If not, you can always get a little tissue here, like I do now. This is towel paper, but just get a tissue, it's much softer. And go like this. Push down for a few seconds, 15 seconds preferably, stops the bleeding more. And then gently let go. And it should wipe off the rest of that blood. Any other regions you may have. Or if you feel you put too much of this aftershave, you could just blot your face. And it'll collect the rest of it right off the surface of your skin. So when your hands are all clean, you feel around and you shouldn't feel any bumps, like leftover hairs, even if you swipe up. It should be nothing but smoothness. So that's how my face looks after shaving. Much younger overall appearance. And let me zoom out again so you can see. There we go. What a difference, huh? So thanks to all of that, you can get your nice shaved appearance. So this was my shaving routine. So now you know what I do and my prep behind my face. So if you enjoyed this video, let me know. And be sure to check out that